All right, you guys, here's some help on that homework assignment for the second day here for solving square root, or sorry, not square root, but absolute value equations. As you look at some of these first couple, it looks kind of like a previous assignment too, where some of the first problems are word problems that they're dealing with and trying to get you the idea of absolute deviation when something can go up or down so much from a given value. That is how absolute value works as well. Okay, this first one here starts talking about. Again, you should have got a present for your grandma, okay, over the break, but she loves little figurines, little knickknacks, and it gives you that the prices are usually around 25 bucks, give or take about 750. So again, what you're going to end up doing is taking 25 and you're going to add 750 to it and subtract 750 to it to find the range of prices that it could possibly be to spend and buy some knickknacks for your grandma, okay? So that's what you're going to do on this one. And a lot of these first couple, again, I'm not going to go through them too much because I think you can totally do that, but a lot of these first three questions are problems like that where they have some kind of given value and it has an absolute error or deviation or absolute amount that can be above or below by, and you got to add and subtract that amount to find the max and minimum amounts that you could possibly be spending or working with in those problems. Okay, so there's the idea on the first three problems, and if you still need help on those word problems, again, Zoom me or email me, let me know. I'm going to go on to some other problems though right now. Okay, jumping up here to question 4 now, past all the word problems, but again, same ideas as previous assignments, and like the lesson, you're gonna find the two solutions that go for this particular equation, or these four particular equations for solving them with absolute value, right? Absolute value of a number gives you 8. So there's two possible situations that you'd plug in for x. Well, it could be -8 or it could be 8, and yep, put them in least to greatest order when you enter them in, otherwise it will count them wrong, okay? Just note that one of these is a no solutions case, okay? So be careful of that. Hint, hint. Oh, it's C, okay? But see, maybe you can see why. Why is it C? What in particular? And then once you get to the letter D, okay, here's the ones where maybe you want to break them into two cases to show a red case and a blue case, like I talked about in the lesson for this particular assignment. To find your two different answers. It won't be like -8 and 8. It won't be like -40 and 40. It'll be two different numbers that you'll be looking for letter D, okay? But break it into two cases to help yourself out, or again, if you still need more help, let me know. Okay, I'm jumping up to question 6, because here is the first one now where you should definitely be showing work if you weren't already, okay? Here's the questions that I would be looking for work from, for sure. Other ones maybe before you might want to write down some answers and things like that. But now is problems where you need to break into two cases. Take a look at that first one. Okay, and I'll do this one for you, or at least get you going in the right direction. 2h plus 6 in the absolute value equals 20. We have the absolute value by itself in this problem, okay? So what we can do, again, what goes in this absolute value, when I put a number in for h, whatever I think the solutions are, I plug them in. I'm going to times it by 2, I'm going to add 6 and take the absolute value. Well, there's two ways that could work, okay? That 2h plus 6, that could either equal 20, almost like it says right now, or, again, as I call the blue case here for this lesson, 2h plus 6 could equal -20, okay? Again, and you need to show this work too and break it into these two cases, because once you do, I guarantee you will get the right answers. If you set it up like this, it's going to work because we've solved equations like this all year long. I know all of you know how to -6 now from both sides of this problem. 2h equals 14, and divide both sides by 2, so h equals 7. There's one of the answers, okay? Because like we said, if I try that answer back, 7, and I put it in there, 2 times 7 gives me 14, plus 6 gives me 20. And yep, the absolute value of 20 is 20. So it works, okay, just like we talked about. So there's one answer, but now you got to solve the other one. But again, if you set them up like this, you will get both answers because you know how to do all the steps. I -6 from both sides. 2h equals -26. Divide both sides by 2, h equals -13. So there's my other solution. If you take -13, plug it up there. 2 times -13 is -26. Plus 6 gives me -20, but the absolute value of -20 is 20. So that one also works. Both answers work. Okay? Yep, it takes a little bit of writing steps down. It takes a few more seconds for you to do. But that's totally worth you getting the right answers and learning what we're doing and knowing how this works. So make sure you are, as we did there, showing the work, because I will look for that, and you will not get credit without work for these particular problems, for sure these 5, okay? Let me do one more from this section. Let me do letter D, just as a reminder. At least I'm going to get started. I'm not going to do the whole thing. But let me get letter D started just as a reminder to you. And again, if you didn't watch the lesson, okay? If you didn't already watch the lesson, number 1, why not? Okay, and 2, go back and watch that. It will also give you more examples of ones like this. Because in this problem, I can't break into the 2 cases right away. All the other ones, a lot of the ones above that I could. But this one I can't because I actually don't have the absolute value by itself. I first need to add 4 to both sides. So now I have 2x plus 1 and the absolute value equals 15. And right now, I can break into my 2 cases, the red case and the blue case. Okay, again, the red case, it looks just like it is. 2x plus 1 equals 15, with this like pretty much dropping the absolute value lines. I just write what they have up there. In the blue case, 2x plus 1 equals negative 15. And then I can solve those cases, and you will get to both of your answers, okay? If you write them out like that, I guarantee you will do well on these problems. Even though they look like, oh man, way more steps or tougher, nope, if you write them out, you will do well. I guarantee it, but you got to write them out. Okay, and then that last problem, finishing up, question 7. Again, you've got one like that, where number 3 here would be another one to break into 2 cases. So that's one you should definitely do that for. Be on the lookout here. There is a no solutions case. So even this last one, though, there might be a little work to show. But if you, and every problem, you can break into 2 cases, and it will work for you if you do just what we did. Take a look at let me just show it for number 2 here, okay? If I break number 2 into 2 cases, it says x minus 4 equals 5, and it's in the absolute value. Any absolute value problem, you can break into the red and the blue case, and you'll get to your answers, okay? X minus 4 equals 5, or the blue case, x minus 4 equals negative 5. You can break it into your 2 cases and solve each one. On this side, I have to add 4 to both sides. On this side, I have to add 4 to both sides. And I'll get 2 different answers that will get me to my solutions up here, okay? Again, if you need any more help, though, let me know. Email, Zoom me, okay? I'm available. Ask questions as you need to, guys, okay? But you can do it. Good luck. Show your work, and you'll do just great.